Give me that. And I'm Wait, no. I'm Peter Pang, and you're watching Thorn's channel.
Peter,
Yeah.
you know how on a rainy day like this, people wear outerwear?
Yes.
What do you think they wear on other planets?
Planetware?
Alienware.
Oh.
Who's bringing this interview right now? I'm joined right now by Doublelift to talk a little bit about how things have been going. So, Peter, actually, I was trying to go, or I had to interview you again because you have now gone 6 in a row, and I've interviewed everybody on your team. So now the circuit starts back up, and it's you again.
Here's how it goes. This is the circus. It goes round and round.
Yes. That's what my life is like with Team Liquid going undefeated. No, okay, so Ovelys, I think, said to Jensen, it's like a third of the way through the split. You guys are undefeated. We'll just continue on with the same question people keep talking about, which is there a chance you guys go undefeated?
Yeah, that's a goal for me. We've never actually talked about this as a team, but I think my personal goal would be be the first team in LCS to go 18-0. That'd be really sick. And I don't know. I think there's like a bit of a statement to be made where like every successive win that you have on your way to being 18-0 gets harder and harder because you don't want the streak to be broken, and it matters more and more the longer it is. So yeah, it's kind of been like a latent thought I've having where we're like in the last game, it's really close, it's super hype, and like we clutch it out, like we embrace the pressure of it.
There's been moments in time where I was like, I don't know if they're gonna stay undefeated because like during the Optic game today, there was moments where it looked like you guys could potentially lose. Do you feel like you are at a point yet where you're playing super clean?
No, I think we have a long way to go. The thing is that NA LCS or LCS now is 7 monkeys and 3 decent teams. So I think we are like maybe slightly better than the rest, but it's not like by a huge margin where there's not much to learn. So like I think that's like the beauty of it, which is that our potential is extremely high, and it's not that we're like starting off already capped out. I think what it is that we're already playing at a really high level, but there's still holes in our game that we work on every single day. And I remember like a kind of a mentality I had on TSM when we were like almost undefeated, we were like 17-1, 2016 was, man, everyone else is so bad. Like there's nothing to learn from them. And like that mentality was really bad because some of the time that you spend playing the game is just completely wasted because my attitude was, what's the point? Like there's nothing I can learn from these players, nothing I can learn from this team. So I think like being a lot more constructive about it, because I think of it as like Core came all the way here. He's a world champion, and it like screw the titles. He's just really really good, and yet like he still is able to learn and improve like every single day. So there's no reason he can do it and I can't. So I think our whole team kind of adopted that mentality, and yeah, every team is trying to be perfectionists, but I feel like our team is the best at it.
Yeah, I mean, this was the question I was going to ask you because you say 7 monkeys and 3 good teams. That makes me worry about international competition because if you are struggling to gain a lot, like if the competition isn't fierce and you're not able to sort of drive forward, is there a world where you do go undefeated, you get first place, and then you go off to MSI and uh-oh?
Yeah, it's definitely always like the uphill battle internationally, but there is like some things you can draw from, which is I don't know, Worlds is just this like really chaotic thing. Cloud9 was 10th place in LCS, and then they were top 4 at Worlds. I feel like there's just like so much in that message. Like, could the 10th place LCK team get top 4 at Worlds? Because like the top 3 LCK teams couldn't do that. Right. And like, does that mean that like at Worlds it's just a matter of like who you draw or like how well you play that day? There's like I don't know, like international competition is just like super weird. At MSI last year, I thought we were garbage. And like we had so much to improve on, and like we came into the event and we started off 0-4 because we were so bad. And then we kind of just like became unlocked after we won 0-4. We had nothing to lose, and I think like maybe part of it was like down to pressure, but also part of it is just like we just started playing like it was solo queue and it was just working. And I don't know. Like international competition is something I think about. Like I want to be there, but I don't know how it's going to happen when I'm actually there because it's just like this. I don't know. It's like this outlier, I guess. Nothing really makes sense in MSI or Worlds.
Because Kelby moved here officially, you know he moved here on Friday?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I got dinner with him and Nick and Hunter last night. One of the things we were
Thanks for
talking
the
about,
invite.
well, there was another event that I invited you to, or that you got invited to, and you said you couldn't go out on Saturday nights.
True.
So then I didn't invite you to this one.
True. Damn.
Yeah, that just happened. Anyway, so one of the things that we were discussing is the fact that this was me and Kelby. You are a player that's played for so long. A lot of other players that have played as long as you, I think, tend to, I don't want to say lose their passion, but like start to reprioritize other stuff like relationships or fun or other things, and then their performance starts to drop. For you, one of the things we were discussing is like, is it hard for you to keep your attention on LCS or League sometimes? Do you want to go do other stuff because you've done this so many times? Like if you win the split, I think you are the person who's won the most, right? And League. So is it hard to like keep at it?
Yeah. I feel like for viewers and players and like everyone who works in like the league esports scene, it is hard to keep things fresh. Even if you're a pro, it's hard to keep your passion. If you're like making content or something, it's hard to be creative and like feel like you haven't done it a billion times before. If like when I play solo queue, I feel like I've done this like thousands and tens of thousands of times. Like what is like making this game anything special? Like why should I care about this game? Um, so it is hard, but like I think having goals for yourself and also just like embracing how you feel about the game. Like I still love the game, so and I think it's like really fun, and I love streaming, and I love just like doing with my teammates and stuff like that. So that's what keeps my drive up. But I could see like all the other pros that have been around for a long time, minus Soaz, got pretty bad. Like there's just like a clear point where they just weren't good enough to be pros anymore. So I'm pretty lucky, and I'm also, I work at it to make sure that I'm still like I have the mentality of a fresh player, like a new player.
Yeah. 'Cause I remember, I think it was halfway through the year last year, you unpinned the tweet that was like, "I'll work harder than anyone else," and I was like, "Well, I guess he's not doing that anymore."
No, 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 no. That's the pin. The year of the double lift has officially begun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the new pin.
yeah.
Okay.
Year of the deal has officially begun.
Okay. How does the year? Okay, so if 2019 is the year of Doublelift, how does that differ from past years?
Uh, well, the team is literally just like insanely good, and I always try to be like the best player I possibly can, and try to be like the most solid and reliable player on the team. But this year I have no idea. Like I might not be the best and most solid player on the team because our team is just like so packed with talent, and yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff that happened. My perspective changed a lot. Where like after Worlds there was like a Reddit thread about Chinese fans being like really supportive of me, I guess, because I've been at it for so long, and like they're just saying like, oh shit, like it's insane that he's been trying for this long, and like we hope that like the fans were like hoping that I got out of groups or did well at Worlds the next year. So I think that's always motivating. Like at the end of like a really really tough year, just like seeing that the fans really still want to see me succeed, and if I suck, then it would be really disappointing for them. I know it's not just Chinese fans. I was just like one of the examples. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot going on. I don't know. I think my team is very different than any team I've been on before, and the only thing that's even like remotely close would be 2016 TSM, where we were supposed to be a top team at Worlds. So, but the difference I think is like I'm a lot more solid, and I'm playing better than I was back then relatively. So I can like lean on my good experiences at MSI and Worlds, and I can like remember how I was able to play my best, even against like Deft and Mata, or Uzi and Ming, stuff like that. So it makes me confident in my abilities.
Yeah. Do you remember what the original question was?
Yeah, why is this year different?
Yeah. Well, I said, why is this year the year of the Doublelift, like compared to past years? and you said like, well, I might not be the best person on my team, and my team can really carry me, and you gave a lot of answers that didn't really seem to involve how it's your year.
This is the year where I'm gonna fucking get out of world group stage.
Okay. Well, there we go.
That's why.
Okay, great. That's the answer I was looking for. Thank you. That's much more to the point. All right. What's been going on behind the scenes? You do anything fun?
Nothing really fun. I was playing PoE, and that took a decent amount of my time.
Path
I'm
of
done with
Exile, we should say.
Yeah. Was playing Path of Exile, but now I'm done with the league and kind of sort of waiting for the next one. And then I started playing auto chess a bit, and yeah, my whole team was on that for a little bit. We all got pretty good, and then it's sort of dying off now.
You just churned out already? It was like a week.
Yeah, I mean the game is pretty fun. It just takes too much time to play a game. You can play like 2 league games in 1 game of auto chess sometimes. So, I'm not sure. I usually just play whatever my friends are playing.
Yeah.
Now it's league.
Okay. So now, are you going to try out Apex Legends?
Oh yeah, I am actually really good at FPS games, so I might try it, but I feel like it's dangerous because I could get too into it and then I wouldn't play as much solo queue.
Okay. So but what about, wasn't there potential with Path of Exile and Auto Chess for that to happen too?
Yeah, there was, but I think I was still able to like stream and stuff. Actually, on our subreddit, r/Team Liquid, join it. There was a dude who like made a post, and it was like flaming me and Jake for playing not enough solo queue, and then everyone in the comments, everyone was defending us and saying like, you know what you're talking about, like it doesn't even matter. But the dude was completely right. Like, there's no excuse to play less solo queue than your teammates. Like that considerably less. Like if you go to the gym or if you have like other hobbies and stuff, that's fine. But like you shouldn't play almost none. So shout out to that dude, and also like to the fans who try to keep us accountable and make sure that we're like working hard. It's important.
Yeah. Great. So did you read that comment and then you're like, you're right, I'm going to start queuing up for solo queue?
No, but I was like, if I was a fan of a player, I would call him out for fucking around too much. Because that's not cool. If you really want to be the best, you should put the work in. So, I've been thinking about this for a while. I think what I should do is I should make a public like declaration that I'm gonna be rank 1 and actually just start grinding for rank 1 because I've never I've hit rank 1 so many times and like it's been a long time since I actually held the title for my LCS career, maybe like 2 years, 3 years since I've been rank 1. So maybe this year I should just challenge myself. 18-0 and rank 1. That's the plan.
So you end out of groups at Worlds?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the group thing.
Okay, yeah. Because I just want to be clear. I think your fans would be more happy if you did that than the other 2 things.
I don't know. I think that guy on Reddit would be pretty happy about the rank 1.
Okay. I do like that I asked you, when you read that comment, did you think, oh, okay, I need to go play more solo queue? And you said no. So I just like the idea that you're like, wow, he's probably right. And then you alt-tab and just open a auto chest and play some more.
No, it's important to keep yourself sane, though. Let's be honest. Yeah. Too many pros. Not too many pros. Some pros grind even when it's not productive. Even when it's like counterproductive, like the next day you're just gonna hate your life, then that I think is too much.
So then which is it? Is it rank 1 or keeping sane?
I think I can do both. I think if people like cheer me on to be rank 1 and they have the expectation that I will hit rank 1, then I have to set the goal for myself and I have to talk myself into it. Yeah. That's the key.
What if you set a goal for your, like if you make it like a game where like you'll donate money or you get sponsors involved or something like that? It's like this big event.
That's true. U.GG would be perfect for that. Yeah. My boys.
Yeah. And it's just
U.GG.com. U.GG. Oh wait, no. U.GG. U.GG. Not U.GG.com. Remove the com. U.GG. Give me that. I love you guys. New summoner profiles, great stuff. Check out the best builds. We go there every single day. U.GG. Let's go, baby.
All right. We now return to our regularly scheduled programming from the middle of this. Yeah. Well, I think that's about it. Is there anything you want to say to any of the fans? Why are you taking
Give me that. Get out of my interview. I think we could go 18-0, and that'd be really cool. So the more people talk about it, I feel like it makes us want to not like do the other thing, which is lose. I don't even know what that means. Losing, we don't do that anymore. So just gonna try my best because it would be really insane. I was on the only team in LCS. Actually, no, I'm not only one. Immortals did it too, but I was on TSM when we went 17-1, and I remember like every week it was like, oof, if we lose this one, our streak is broken. So every week, like we're trying our best. So thanks, dudes, and u.gg, youtube.com/doublelift, twitch.tv/doublelift, twitter.com/doublelift, OTL doublelift.
Peter, these interviews are not for selling out. All right.
Yeah, they are.
Look, all you say is you say Alienware. Thanks for sponsoring this. You shout out u.gg. You say twitch.tv/Travis Gafford. Tell people to follow there.
Wait, no.
They use their Twitch Prime on me because you won't even notice it. You don't even feel it. I notice it.
Patreon.com/sneaky.
Is it /sneaky? I guess you would know. You're not. I thought you bought out the highest ranked tier.
Yeah, no, I haven't done it yet.
Okay. What else do I got? I don't know if that's. I think that's mostly it. I got an Instagram. There's a bunch of stuff in the description. Just check that out. I think we're done. Hey, don't click away. I know it's the end of the video. Don't click away. I know that you're like hitting. There's another clip somewhere that you're gonna click. Don't. All right, because I gotta tell you about my sponsor, Alienware. They sponsor everything I'm doing this year. You can check out their link in the description. It's super helpful. By the way, u.gg, they're generously supplying stats for a bunch of these videos, so be sure to check them out as well. There's a link down there as well. And also, while we're just full sellout in this outro, you can go check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/Travis Gafford. If you give me a follow there, it's very helpful, and you can even Twitch Prime. And once you've completed all 3 of those activities, you'll be allowed to enter heaven.